Greetings. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of vehicle maintenance, and got the Envoy up on the ramps. Got the a wheel behind, or shock behind the wheel. I've already made sure that it is secure on both ramps. It's not hanging over on either side. Well, it's hanging over a little bit, but not enough to worry about. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing is messing with the fuel system. So what you need to do is, as you see, I have the engine running. Number 41 there says fuel pump. So what you do on this, pull the fuel pump fuse, and the engine will run out of fuel, and you shut the key off. So for the most part, here's the tools I'm going to be using. Pretty much basic hand tools. I am going to need to grab a Phillips head screwdriver out of my toolbox, I believe. And I'm going to get underneath of here, and that's where you'll see me again. Alright, the hard part's going to be getting this shot. I'm underneath the Envoy on the driver's side. Like I said, hard part's going to be getting this shot. I'm leaving that in there just to prove a point. So the fuel filter's on the driver's side right here. And where the heck did I just drop that screwdriver when I knocked the camera over? Hard part is there's a bolt right, or a screw right here. It's a Phillips head, at least on mine. Now what you're supposed to do first is there's a little drain there that you're supposed to drain out. And you know what? Since you're supposed to do it, I'm trying to show you how to do it right. Let's actually, let me get this screw out first so I don't have gas all over the screw when I'm doing that. This wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have a GoPro right here. So let's go ahead and relieve any residual gas that's in this line, if this Schrader valve will work. Alright, looks like it did, at least on that line. So now on the filter, shoot. I'm going to have to try to move you around this way. On the filter, there's two clips you press in. Actually, I'll pull it out first. Two little clips you press in on both of these lines. Oh, man, I'm having a hard time doing this. Probably because I have gloves on. This is not. This would be much easier if I had a lift. Alright, so there's first line. And some gas is obviously going to come out of it. I got gas running down into my shoulder right now. Or I mean my armpit. Alright. And now I just put some gas into the drain pan. Most auto parts stores aren't going to get too upset over a little bit of gas. Now I have my brand new AC Delco fuel filter. Comes with these. I don't know which one is the out. I think they only fit one way. So you gotta make sure you do it right the first time, because these clips really are kind of one-time use. They really don't like to be taken apart more than once. I'm pretty sure that's it. And then there's the strap that goes around it. It has that bolt. I'm not entirely sure I have these on right, to be honest with you, because it was kind of a little bit different. There we go. That's how it was. Alright, So now I'm going to try to get the screw back in, and then we'll start draining the oil. What did I do with at least any? I have a couple Phillips head screwdrivers around me, and I'm doing this blindly. I'm actually looking up at my front drive shaft right now. And if you want to get technical, this strap really isn't all that important, but it does keep it from moving around and vibration messing it up, so that's why I make sure it goes back on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera and I'll get back to you in a little bit. I need extra space. And just in case anybody tries to accuse me of not putting the screw back in, there's the screw right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'll meet you on the other side underneath. I'm hoping this view is going to be good enough because it's kind of hard to set up under here and really hard to read or figure out what's actually on the screen of this GoPro. Alright, there's a plastic shield under here and it is missing a couple of screws. I think just one actually. And I just had a body part fall off. Oh, the car, not me. Yeah, I didn't have any. I don't have leprosy. So these are all 13 millimeters. If you've watched my videos before, you've seen this Craftsman 1/4-inch impact before. Now we'll drop the oil pan underneath it here, and this drain plug's also a 13 millimeter. I brought an extension even though I didn't think I was going to need it, and I really didn't. And my driveway's not the most level. That oil don't look bad at all. The other thing I need to do, of course I left my towels over there. So I don't know where you're at. There you are. I'm going to take this little skinny flathead screwdriver bit. I'm going to try to get this old seal off the drain plug. And that seems to be working okay, I think. Now I just pressed it back in there. Ooh, I'm going to grab and I'm going to open the oil filler cap so that it'll drain easier. Give me one more second. And then while I was at it, I took a blue rag and just ripped the seal off of it. I got a new seal here. It's kind of important to be able to. I like to replace these every now and again. On some vehicles I'll do it every oil change. On others I don't. Gotta get it nice and seated in there. Is this an assortment or is this actually we'll see how it seals when I run it in. And then I'm going to change my gloves since these have gas and oil on them, and I'm going to, if you're going to do it on a vehicle like this, you got to make sure you get it nice size oil drain pan, because this one takes 7 quarts of oil. And I tell you, running 7 quarts of full synthetic is not the cheapest thing to do. My hands are a little sweaty, so it's hard to get gloves on. Sorry you had to hear that too. Now, this is something normally I'd like to sit here and listen to music while I'm working, but I chose to go ahead and do a video. So the filter is up here. It's kind of in a stupid location. Yeah, the mistake I made. Oh God. What did they do? Run this on with an impact? Is I let another shop do my oil change. And oh my God. This thing. Let me put this in here so I don't have oil dripping into my ear. I'm gonna try to get my left hand in here. This is my dominant hand, and that's just too hot. I do not want to put. I gotta see if I have a tool to do this. I swear things are not going my way today, but I just went to the auto parts store and I got this tool here, and that enabled me to grip the filter enough to pull it down. So now I can grab it by hand, and I'm getting oil all over my arm. So much for wearing these gloves to keep me clean. But oh man, this thing, I can't believe how tight this filter was. There's no sense. No oil filter should ever be that tight. And speaking of oil filter, I should probably go grab my new one. Try to get things cleaned up here. So I'm going to take some of this old oil. You probably didn't see me do that, but I'm taking the old oil and putting it on the lip of the oil filter. And then I'm going to take and put some oil in the new filter, which I'm doing off camera. But you just pour it through the center of the filter. What that does is helps you not have to, when you, I can't speak, I'm so annoyed. By putting a little bit of oil in here, what it helps is so that you're not starting the engine dry. The oil pump actually has oil to pump. And am I even close to the right place? Oh man. I almost didn't do this, and I probably should have not. Like, because things just are not going the way they should. But anybody who's watched my videos long enough knows that's just how things go with me. Alright, so oil filter is hand tight. There's no need to force that thing on there like that. But let me, now that I need to go ahead and get another one of these bolts at some point. So what you're going to see me do now is kind of the reverse of what you saw me do earlier. Man, I swear, this tripod sucks. This little mini tripod. Either that or the person using it. So, we're going to move up top. It's like now, all of a sudden, I love this tripod. Because I have it wrapped around my, my hood support. I'm going to check my phone real quick while that's... Alright. So I do like to let my bottles drain a little bit longer than some might. But I guess what I'll do, I don't know what I'll do. Try to figure out how I want to do a conclusion for this video. And in case you're wondering, this is Castrol Edge 5W30 extended performance. Guaranteed protection up to 15,000 miles. I don't let it go 15,000 miles. What? Yeah, I still have the fuel. There. I just happened to look over. I wanted to see if I still had the fuel fuel pump relay removed. So like I already said, this bad boy takes 7 quarts of oil. And now that I have a few in here, I want to go ahead and make sure I don't see anything leaking. Want to make sure there was nothing leaking. The engine's still warm. So I drove it a little bit earlier. I ended up going to Delaware. Got a radio for the other truck. Which I just had to take the other truck to AutoZone to buy that tool. That really annoys me. So we'll do one more thing under the hood. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I really don't like this tripod. Alright, I'll try to edit out some of that. Alright. So what we're gonna do while that funnel drains out. Dang it, the mosquitoes are starting to come out already. There's actually 3 screws on this, but I think there's only 2 that have been on it since I've owned it. Yeah, there's supposed to be a 3rd screw down here. This actually doesn't look all that bad, but I'm changing it anyway since I'm doing all. Let's go ahead and do all 3. And again, another AC Delco part. Although I used a Wix oil filter. But that literally just slides on like that. This old one goes in this little box. Make sure there's no dirt in here. Understand what that does, and fish around these AC lines. Looks like somebody in the past used the wrong size screwdriver for this because it's all hollowed out inside. Now, she's good to go. I'm going to drop this down onto these napkins or paper towels. Make sure that actually reads 5W30. Stick the relay back in. Had a little bit of an extended start because the fuel system was empty. I'm putting the fuse panel back together now. And now I'm going to clean up and I'll meet. So that turned into more of an ordeal than it should have been. Had to go to the parts store, get that the 3-jaw puller that you hopefully saw. I really have no idea what to expect out of that GoPro footage. I don't even know if this video is going to be uploaded. But in case it has to be said, I definitely had to go in the other truck to go get the parts or get the tool. And now I'm going to go dump the used oil. And this thing definitely feels good. I'm gonna one of the reasons I had the windows down is I'm gonna show you something when I get out to one road. I got so many notifications coming. I made a post in one of the mechanics groups. There's a story, I might put a link in the description if I upload this video. Guy's dad, his dad's car was abandoned, well, kind of abandoned in the desert somewhere outside of Las Vegas 20-some years ago. And you know, he had generalized ideas where it was at. His dad, I guess, died in an explosions accident, and the car just ended up staying there. And so what, and he had generalized idea where it was at, but he could never find it. And on the Memorial Day weekend, one of the other guys from this group was kind of bored, and him and his wife went out and they ended up finding it. So let me do something real quick. I'll finish this story. Let's see here. Yeah, she's healthy. So this guy, him and his wife went out because they lived like 2 hours or so from there. So they went ahead and found it. And now what's happening is there are guys from this group that are actually doing a relay team. You know, one guy's got a car trailer. He's going from here to here, and then he's going to pass it off to the next guy, because the guy whose dad has the car, or the dad whose dad the car was, there we go, lives in Wisconsin. So they're going from Las Vegas to Wisconsin, and these guys they're doing a relay team to get this man his dad's car. And I don't know about you, I'm an automotive enthusiast. This tugs on my heartstrings a little. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, shoot, half of you guys are probably not old enough to remember Montel Williams. Had the show Montel, and he would always have like shows where this person was just reunited with their family member for the first time in 30 years, and people are crying. That's kind of how I feel about this guy with his car. And so this post I made in the group said, now some of this you'd have to understand, you'd have to be in the group to understand, but the post I made said, coming this fall to Netflix, a group of asshole mechanics stop yelling, "Did you hit it with your purse?" long enough to help a Wisconsin man be reunited with his dad's car, who was found, or there was abandoned in the desert for 21 years, or something to that effect. But I'm just getting, I posted that last night. It's got like over 600 likes now. I don't know how many thousand comments. I've come to terms with the fact that I will never keep up with these comments and notifications. But like, to me, that's just a really, really cool story. How there can be people who you don't even know, and they're pulling together to help somebody who really is kind of a stranger. They don't know this guy. They just know the story of how it happened, and it's pretty cool. It really is. So I'm kind of stuck in stop and go traffic. Before I came this way, I should have remembered that a bunch of fire trucks and police were flying this direction. So I don't know, on my way back with that tool. So I don't know if some of this is just, it's 4:30 now, and therefore it's time to be, it's time for people who are actually working today to be on this road. Well, famous Sergeant Bob. Go to look at a barbecue place and almost rear-end a school bus. Good job, Eric. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end today's thing with thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And be good to one another. I don't say that enough. Be good to one another. Thank you for watching. Alright, I'll label this as bonus footage at the end. You heard me mention while I was putting oil in that I went to Delaware and bought a stereo for my other truck. I contacted one of my customers
I'm like, hey, do you have any radios with Bluetooth? Because now that I have this Pioneer AVH200EX in my Envoy, I've gotten real used to just start the truck up, phone automatically connects, Spotify starts playing. Yeah, I like that kind of thing. So, I forget the model number off the top of my head. It is a KDC X895. Picked up a Kenwood Exelon. Exelon, I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right, but it's their higher end line. It's like their audiophile line. Those radios are really nice. The unfortunate part is the S10 can't really put a double DIN in the dash. I could do it if I wanted to get rid of my AC vents and chop apart a lot of my dash, came with the harness, the rings and all that. It looks like it's seen better days. Like, it doesn't look beat up, but it's definitely not brand new. So he sent me a picture. He's like, hey, I got this. He says, I tested it. 50 bucks. I'm like, all right, I'll come over. And I'm like, hey, you know, would you take 40 for it? He goes, yeah, I'll take 40. So I was looking it up. I mean, people are selling like the faceplate for that for 45 bucks, and I can't find like an instance of the actual radio selling. So it's kind of hard to say how much the radio is actually worth, but you know, like used parts for the thing are going pretty expensive. So yeah, I feel like I got a pretty good deal on it. And so that's going to go in the Envoy, or in the S10. The Pioneer that I have in there is a nice higher end model Pioneer, but it doesn't have the Bluetooth, and it just has the aux cable. So, and this one has the 3 sets of amp outs, the front, rear, and subwoofer, which to me is very important, as well as the Bluetooth. And the Kenwood Exelons have a very high quality DAC in them, the digital to analog converter. Sorry, it's been a long day. I can't talk to save my life. And you know, I don't know. What else could I say in this bonus footage? Congratulations, Matt. Your lady friend seems like a very nice girl. I wish you guys nothing but happiness. So, yeah, that'd probably be more appropriate for a vlog rather than an auto repair video, but you get my point. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.